Hi, I'm Kaya McLaren and I'm a writer. If I went through breast cancer 2.5 years ago, and if you're going through a breast cancer scare or if you're going through diagnosis right now, I just want to offer this video as encouragement. People do survive this, and I know not everybody does, but a whole bunch of people do. And it's it's not easy. It's not easy at all. But you are about to receive a tsunami of love from friends and strangers and family. Like, if you open yourself up to it, you will literally have a tsunami of love crash into you. It was so deeply moving to me to see how much people cared about me, people who knew me and people who didn't. It was so moving to see the very, very best in people, the very best people we like in the medical field. I mean, my goodness, these nurses, these doctors, these technicians, and I just always thanked everybody. I would get out of my car and I would go into that clinic, look up at all those floors, and think about how many people had shown up at work that day just to help people like me. What phenomenal souls they were, these earth angels. I would thank everybody. I would thank custodians who made that building a safe place for me to be in, Everybody. And it was interesting being a bald woman in this world. When you look like a cancer patient, you can walk out in traffic, people stop. You can ask to cut in line when you feel sick, when you feel too nauseous to stay in line. Explain, I'm going through chemo, I feel really nauseous. Can I please go? Could I please cut in front of you so I can get out of here? Yes, of course, Don't be afraid to ask for what you need, because people want to give you whatever you need. You'll receive whatever you're comfortable receiving. You may receive more than you're comfortable receiving, but just know that they're there, and that no matter what your prognosis is, there are really kind nurses that are going to take care of you and keep you as comfortable as possible and help you through your path to wellness, or help you through your journey, your labor to the other side of this life. It's intense. It's really intense. And I think it's important to cry a lot. And I think it's important to scream if you want to scream. And to the degree possible, stay calm and stay open to possibility. The first time I showed up at the oncologist's office, which is just surreal. It's just surreal to go to the oncology floor. Like, well, what am I doing here? I'm healthy. The receptionist said to me, we see a lot of miracles here every day. We see a lot of miracles here, so just know that. And now I'm one of them. I'm one of those miracles. Feels good. And I am conscious, like this Friday I have to go back for a checkup. And boy, the first year going back for checkups was really hard, because that place triggers all the trauma, But I'm always very mindful to show everybody how grateful I am for the help that they gave me, because I can't imagine working in oncology. It seems like that would be so depressing but it's people who make it to the other side, I think, that maybe keep them coming back to work on days when they're not sure if they can face the tough stuff. That's not really what I wanted to talk about, though. I wanted to offer you encouragement. There's research going on right now that's advancing things to the next level. There's treatments that didn't exist before. And you know, I remember seeing people go through chemo in the 80s, and that's what I thought it was going to be like, and it wasn't as bad as that. There's anti-nausea medication that makes it, I didn't throw up once. There were times, a couple times where I thought I was going to, but I didn't actually throw up, not even once. And I know that's not true for everybody, but it's saying a lot, because they gave me the big guns chemo. My cancer was very aggressive. Phew. Yeah, sometimes people want to know, how did I find it? Because mine was way back on my chest wall. And I was lucky I had a nerve tangled up in it, because I had just had a physical and a breast exam, and my nurse practitioner didn't feel it. I didn't feel anything until that nerve went off. Then it hurt. And breast cancer is not supposed to hurt, so I thought, oh, it's not it, it's not going to be me. But it was. And the fact that it hurt saved my life, probably, you know. Certainly gave me a better prognosis when all this was over. But yeah, my cancer grew to the size of an egg in about a month. And after that first chemo, oh, let me say this, chemo was awesome. After my first chemo, about a week and a half later, that egg-sized tumor was down to the size of a Mike and Ike. And after my next round, it shrunk down to the size of an M&M. And after that next round, I could no longer feel it. And I did my 4th round of chemo just to kill every last cell. But it was amazing to feel that chemo work for its intended purpose. Holy smokes. Sometimes I hear really natural food people, whatever, bash chemo and talk about how that's what's going to kill you. And I know that they've probably seen things, you know, I don't know. But I always shut them right down, like, no, chemo is awesome. Chemo saved my life. There were people that wanted to tell me all about the truth about cancer. It might be a little strong to say snake oil or pyramid scheme, but basically a fitness trainer came up with some research that was really, it's incomplete. So yeah, some of those things work for some people, but not all cancers are the same, so they don't work for all people. Like hyperbaric chambers, you know, there's some cancers that feed on oxygen and others that that grow in an anaerobic environment. So, hey, it's either going to really work or really not, and there isn't research yet to know whether the type of cancer you have will respond to this favorably or not favorably. But anyway, I had plenty of people tell me, like, please don't do chemo, do this, please at least look at this. Like, I took a glance and thought, no, no. Good science tells you how many people benefited from it, how many people did not benefit from it. And anecdotal evidence is not anything that I wanted to follow. You know, to hear the stories of the 3 people that worked for, no. When they leave out the 90 people that it didn't, no. So, I mean, maybe if I had been stage 4 and there was treatment wasn't working, I would try some of those things, but I trust my oncologist. My oncologist did a great job for me. So there's that. Yeah, I guess I just mostly want to tell you there's all kinds of reasons to believe that it might be okay. And just try to withhold judgment yet. I mean, I had a hard time. I was thinking about ways I might end my life if it got too intense. But I don't know that I would think that again if I had to go through it again. Now I just have a lot of faith in medicine, and I have a lot of faith in people who are in the medical profession and in hospice to just help me live whatever life I'm going to live. Be as calm as you can. The fat lady hasn't sung. Okay. Sorry you're going through this.